Hello everybody, I'm back. I am here to share with you my latest holiday release, which I've never done before, not in stencils or stamps. But I have to tell you, I had so much fun with the ArtFoamies Halloween pop-up that I started making a Christmas one, and she was like, I'm not doing a Christmas pop-up. I mean, she's got so much going on over there. And I was like, okay, can I do one in my shop? And she was like, of course. So we put together this collection. It's just exclusive to either just my subscribers. If it doesn't sell out there, then, you know, we'll open it up to the rest of the world. But the thing is, it is a limited amount. So I'll go over all the details at the end of this video, so just watch to the end. But I want to show you what the sets look like. They're super, super cute. So we have one set, which is a girl and a tree. I haven't named them yet. They're not actually here. These are all my prototypes. I think they're shipping today, so I don't know what they're going to be called in the shop, but one girl is going to get a tree. So this is one set. And then the other set is another girl like this, and she's going to get a wreath. Okay. And then the other set is going to be like holiday motifs. So you get a snowman, you get these berries, and then you get an ornament. Okay. So super, super fun. I'm going to show you all my samples and how you can make them your own and holiday. I did break them up, so I have the sets here. So once you get them stamped, then you can start playing with colors. I like to use watercolors. That's just me. Obviously, you could use anything. You can use paint, you can use markers, it doesn't really matter. Just always stamp in permanent ink or acrylic paint, so that way you don't get any bleeding or anything like that. So this is what they look like done. Super, super fun. I have this girl and her wreath, and then I have all of my demos. So I have tons and tons and tons. I've been playing a lot with metallics, and for her, you know, I kind of did blues and golds and snow. To me, this is like my New Year's girl. I love her so much. I made another one for my journal, my Jaya journal. So actually, the initial prototypes were like 8.5 inches. And as much as I like this size, it's really fun for larger journals, or if I wanted to do like a fabric doll, like an art doll. We went back to a smaller size because I did want them to fit in the Jaya journals. So this lady here is part of the larger prototype. But I put her in my journal because I love her so much. So, and then with the girls, I just had so much fun playing with all the different hair colors. I have a very like Scandinavian feel with these ladies, which is kind of something that I'm super, super into. Scandinavian Christmas ideas, you know, almost like a Saint Lucia wreath where they have the candles. Lucia, one or the other. Or like a winter solstice kind of girl. So, but I also wanted to share that, you know, I wanted to make it so that in the summer I could switch it out and she could be like a summer kind of girl too. So it doesn't have to be winter. You know, I'm very practical. I like to have things have many different possibilities. So I didn't want her to be like overtly Christmas. You could use her in different ways if you mix up the colors. And then these are just all the different wreaths. This was actually another prototype. The wreaths are a little smaller. And the ornaments are so fun. I didn't get too far with the ornaments. I did start decorating a couple, but they're super fun. And again, like I love, my whole Christmas tree is mushrooms and red and white, like Scandinavian, like I'm obsessed. So this was a big influence for me with the colors and the design. These are the berries, which are actually my favorite part of the whole collection. These just look fabulous. You could use them for any time of the year. And they make great background paper, which I'll show you in a second. And then the trees as well. These are so fun to just play with different colors. You can put different ornaments on it. I realized I didn't make a mushroom tree. I should make a mushroom tree. There's just a million ways to go. And I gotta say, my 5-year-old, I have a little 5-year-old who's been enjoying playing with these. They're very kid-friendly themes too. So those are the ornaments. I did a couple of snow people. I feel like they're kind of girly. I don't know if I could call them snowmen, snow ladies, snow people, but just super fun playing with these. So, and this, I think I made one of these last year for my son's class. I did a demonstration on stencils, and we all made a snowman stencil. And I remember the prototype kind of looked like this. So that's kind of what she's based on. Super, super fun. Love, love, love her. And then these are the wreaths. So I'll show you how I've been using them. Obviously, first and foremost, and I'm not much of a card maker. I used to do cards way, 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 way back when. Like when I first got started, I did bookbinding, and I would make cards and things like that for birth announcements for my kids and their birthdays, but I stopped years ago. But for these, I was like, I have no excuse. I have to make some cards with these. So I made some holiday cards. And like I was saying, the berries just make the most beautiful background papers. They just come out great. So I did this in like white acrylic paint. Just make sure you wash off your foamy if you use acrylic paint. And then I stamped in ink here. I did some more with acrylic paint here. Just super, super fun. And then I just stuck the girls on. So here I just took some green cardstock and then painted some stripes. And I put this lady down with like a gradient dress. And they're just so much fun to play with. So definitely great for holiday cards. And again, like I said, you can mix up the colors, you know, and it can be something else. Like here, she looks very summery. Here, this lady looks very kind of New Year's. She's got the tiara on. She's ready for the countdown. You know what I mean? So just fun to play around. And then in my journals, I've been using them too. So just showing you like how they can look different if you just switch up the colors a little bit, you know. And I put the berries all the way around. Here I made like a fall version, just using fall colors. This is the wreath. I did some loose leaves. So again, just fun ways to work. And then I have a class. I always say this, everybody probably already knows. I use, these are my writing journals, my Journal Into Your Art, otherwise known as Jaya journals. And I tend to make one per season. So this is my fall journal, and I pick a color theme and I work in it. And then that's the journal that I write in for the next 3 months or so. And then I'm almost out, you know, I have the third left, you know, for the rest of probably October and November. We'll finish out in this one. And then I'll usually start a new one at the tail end of the previous season. So here I have some sparkly elements, which again, I feel like a New Year's theme. So I'm bringing out a lot of the bling in this journal. So I used a lot of copper. And I start setting up the first you know, few pages in there. So I have something kind of at the ready. When I finish one journal, I can whip out the next one. And here I added some copper stickles because I really like having the bling in there in the winter. And I just kind of copied her dress motif on the top. Here's the tree. I made it kind of sparkly. I hung some of the berries in there, and I put like a wreath. So just kind of getting things started in a different color story, but this will be my winter journal. So the reason why I'm only doing a limited amount, you know, ArtFoamies was not doing the winter pop-up, which is fine. They have a lot going on over there. There's lots of exciting things happening in the ArtFoamy world. So I decided to do the collection just for my Etsy, which we've talked about in the past, and that's totally fine. But the thing that I think sometimes people get frustrated with is there's always like limited quantities. But the reason for that is it's just me, Megan Quinlan, and I have to buy everything ahead of time. So I can afford to buy so much to sell in my shop, and it takes ArtFoamies a lot of time to manufacture everything. They package it for me and all that stuff. So once it sells out, that's kind of it. You know, it's really hard to put, you know, thousands and thousands of dollars ahead of time to get this stuff into production. On, you know, on both sides, they have other artists they're working with, they have other projects they're working with, and I'm just a single artist myself. I don't have any other partners, so it's just me buying the supplies if I have it manufactured. So and shipping too. Shipping in boxes is way more arduous and time consuming than shipping in like the rigid mailers that I do my stencils in. It's a much bigger process. So the boxes are bigger, I need more space, and I have to, usually I do porch pickups for my stencils. Here I'll have to do drop-offs at the post office, and they don't like getting too much all at once. So anyway, it's a long way of explaining that I decided to do about 125. That was what I could afford to manage financially, time-wise, dropping them off at the post office-wise, getting things packaged up in boxes. It just takes a lot of work. So anyway, so that's why I only have a certain amount, and I can't just quickly get more because, you know, I do the order weeks and weeks and weeks ahead of time, and then it takes them several weeks to produce them, and that's pretty much it. So I plan on doing lots of releases throughout the year. I have new stencils coming, lots of fun stuff. So if these sell out, have no fear, like more is coming down the pipeline. It's just how it is. There's only so many I can get. And I think some of the things that are coming down the pipeline will be far less limited, which will be very exciting for everyone. So I'm really hoping some of the stuff that I'm working on is going to be a lot more easy to get your hands on. So anyway, I'm very excited about this collection, and I really can't wait to see what you do with it. I think you're going to really enjoy it, and you know, I can't wait to get started with the holidays. So thank you so much, and I will be back with more, I promise.